Good afternoon. It's Thursday afternoon, and I'm sitting down here in my stitchy spot to do a little stitching. I am putting on the knobbies on the birch trees on my skier scene, and I've done this tree. You can see my stitch work and how different it really does make it all of a sudden become like it's all connected and three-dimensional instead of just kind of floating on top. I've done this one on this tree, and you can see how small the little piece of fabric is that I ironed down with some fusible web that I'm going to be stitching. And let's see if I can figure out like where I'm going to be stitching and then get you reasonably centered without getting in my way. Okay, so what I'm doing is what's called a couching stitch. And what that means is I'm kind of going to go right over the edge of the fabric and couch down the little tiny knot that let's go like that. That's probably better. So I'm on the so coming up, my thread is not on the black little knot, it's beside it. And then when I go down on top of it. So it's stitching it down or taping it down, however you want to look at it. So there my thread is not on the black fabric. And then there I'm coming down on top of it. So if I stay there, you can see. And I know you might be saying, my gosh, that's such a teeny tiny little piece of fabric. Why don't you just stitch it? And two reasons why I don't just stitch it. One is it actually does make a difference. The look of it, I think, is richer when it isn't stitched. Even to the point of usually eyes, I don't just stitch them. I usually do couch. And then this, I don't know if you see how I kind of went off there. That is nature to a birch knot, which apparently is like a fungi. I did a little research, like exactly what are those black elbow knot things in birch trees and aspen trees, and it's a fungi or something that comes in, is what I could glean. But back to why I don't stitch something so little like this and just do embroidery work. Why do I actually do stitch it? And the answer is that one, it does actually visually make a difference. I didn't finish that one, I just realized. Look at that. I need to jump over there and finish that one. I wonder why I didn't do that. It does make a difference in how it looks. And that is, and I think it kind of leans towards not looking great when you just embroider it, is the main reason. And also I think in the whole of it, like the whole design of it, since I am a collage artist, if I start to stitch a lot, it just looks muddled. Like it just does, I don't know. In my mind, it just doesn't look as good. So there you go. I got that one stitched. And now I need to put thread on my needle and get back to this one. While I'm doing that, let me I was kind of trying to put my needle in a place that will not make a hole. I am using Simple Art, the Gentle Arts Raven, and it is for my black. And I don't know if you can tell, it is not black. It is the darkest green. So I would call it like a blackish gray green. And I'm loving it. Because, well, black, I mean, to get true black is really hard to get true black. I mean, you know, everything is, there's some kind of a color in it usually, especially when you're dealing with the stitching arts. But yeah, it's a great, as gray as you can get, leaning green, but not actually black. And it's somewhat molted, so you can see that it's somewhat, you know, that has a little variation in it. But I think it's a gorgeous, it is a gorgeous color. And it is, Gentle Arts just has some gorgeous colors. I really, probably they're my favorite of all the colors. I mean, all the hand-dyed threads are fun. But so I think Gentle Art really hits it on the head a lot with their colors. I'm trying to cheat. Tell you, you know, trying to save time in threading isn't even worth trying to save time in threading. So, okay, so I'm going to keep doing this. I got a lot more to go. I need to come back and do that one. And then I have all these, and then I will probably come on and show you how I'm going to do the little branches, and then also kind of the lines that you always see on birch and aspen trees.